All right. Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. Today's video will be for Saturday, March 8th, and I got an English Premier League. I have a 6-game slate for you guys today. I'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. I'll talk about the total and I'll give you my predictions. But first, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it, baby. I did not hit 100%, but I was close. I was close. Another thing, too, that I wanted to let you guys know as far as the over and the under, I made a mistake and I didn't have time to do the bet. And man, I wish I would have. I wish I would have because for that one, I hit 100%. And I'll let you guys know in a second. Okay, so Alkmaar versus Tottenham, I said under 3, right? Total points under 3. Well, guess what? It was under 3. And then I said Lyon versus FCSB was going to be total points under 2, or not under. Did I say? Oh, no, my bad. I said Lyon was going to be over 1.5. Well, it was over 1.5. Then I said Rangers was just going to score a goal. And they scored a goal. Then I said Real Sociedad. What was it? Yeah, Real Sociedad and Manchester United. That Manchester United was going to score a goal. Well, guess what? Manchester United scored a goal. Then it was Ajax versus Frankfurt. I said total points were going to be under 3. Well, total points were under 3. It was 2-1. Let's see. The Roma versus Athletic Club. I said it was going to be over 2.5. It was 3. Then I said Bodo and Olympiacos was going to be over 2.5. It was 3-0. And last but not least, I said Victoria Pleasant versus Lazio. Victoria Pleasant was going to score a goal. They scored a goal. So I could have gotten 100% on that if I was to put it. But my dummy didn't. I decided so what did I do? I don't know what happened. I don't know if I passed out or I was just busy at work and I just didn't have the time. But I regret it because I could have been 100% right. But oh well, it is what it is, right? You win some, you lose some. And if you don't put the bet, you don't win shit. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. All right, first off, I have Nottingham versus Manchester City. Injuries. Nottingham have 2 questionable. Manchester City have 5 injured players and 2 questionable. Apparently, one of their good defense, what was his name? Nathan Ake, something like that. He is now in the injury report, and he's a defender. So I guess they're just adding more to the injury list. Nottingham are at home, even though Manchester City's favorite. I'm gonna sound the psycho alarm, and I'm gonna say Nottingham's gonna win this one. I don't know why, but I have a feeling Nottingham is gonna win this one. Um, I don't know if I have the cojones to pull the trigger on this, but I really want to. I really want to. So I'll let you guys know if I end up going with it. As far as total points are at 3, and as far as total points for both of the teams are at 1.5. Now, the last 5 head-to-head between these 2 teams, obviously Manchester City won all four of them. The one that was not a win was the draw. It was a 1-1. Other than that, Manchester City, you know, they basically won. And as far as covering that 1.5, they covered this 4 out of 5. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. If Nottingham comes in, you know, ready to do some dirt, ready to get down, I feel like they can tie this game or even win it. And as far as the total points, I'm gonna say under because it has only gone over once out of the 5. So I'm gonna do total points under 3. Let's see, the last 5 games from Nottingham, they only got 2 wins, 2 draws, or 2 wins, 2 L's, and 1 draw. Manchester City, 3 wins, 2 L's. So they're not sitting on that great, right? Um, yeah, that's if I had to roll with one, I think the best outcome here would probably be total points under 3. But and as far as a win, I mean, I'm gonna say Nottingham. All right, on to the next one. I have Brighton versus Fulham. Injuries. Brighton have 7 injured players, 1 player with a red card, and 2 questionable. Fulham, 2 injured players, 1 player with the red card, and 1 player with one questionable. Brighton are at home and they're favorite because they are at home. Not only that, they have not taken an L in their last 5 games. All wins. As far as Fulham, they got 4 wins and 1 L. They're both literally sitting right next to each other on the table, so this is going to be a good match. I would not be surprised if they tie. As far as them two going head to head, they've only been able to tie once. So this is going to be interesting to see them tie because it's highly unlikely for them to tie. But it has happened, so it could happen. Now, as far as the best bet for this one, I'm going to say over 2.5 because it has gone over 2.5 the 2 most recent times. But in total, the last 5 head to head between these two, as far as it going over 2.5, it's gone over 3 times. So give me over 2.5. And as far as a win here, I'm gonna be honest with you. It seems like Fulham here has the upper hand. Less injuries. So, and I know they're not at home, but the last 5 head to head, Fulham have been able to beat Brighton 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. So this could be Brighton's first L in a minute, but this could also be a tie. This could also be a tie. So, but I'm gonna go with the over on the points. I'm gonna go over 2.5, and as far as the win here, give me Fulham. All right, on to the next game. I have Crystal Palace versus IPS. Injuries. Crystal Palace, 2 injured players, 1 player with the red card, and 3 questionable. IPS, 5 injured players, and 3 questionable. Now, IPS haven't been all that great in the last 4 games, right? The last 4 games, they got a draw, 3 L's. Before that, they did get a dub, but that was versus a team that was not in a higher division than IPS is. But yeah, and as far as Crystal Palace, they got 4 wins, 1 L. The three most recent game from Crystal Palace, they got wins. Crystal Palace are at home, so I'm gonna say Crystal Palace on this one. As far as the last 5 head to head, let's see, Crystal Palace at home. The last 3 times they played at home versus IPS, all wins. So, um, as far as IPS beating Crystal Palace, IPS has only been able to beat Crystal Palace once in the last 5 head to head. So, and that time they beat them, IPS was at home. This time they're not. They're on the road. So yeah, give me Crystal Palace. They are the favorite. Or Yeah. As far as the points, though, let's see. Let's see. The most recent time, IPS did not cover that point five. So I don't know how I feel about Crystal or IPS covering that point five. Let's see. Their last five games, they actually scored 8 goals. So 5 out of 5, they've been able to cover this point five. I just don't know how I feel comfortable for putting it versus Crystal Palace because they're they're pretty good at you know they're pretty good at not letting the opponent score, even though they have led 3 out of 5 times that they have let their opponent score. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this point five. I'm not saying it can't happen. It can, and it's the chances are really high up there, but that would be too risky. I think the best bet here would probably be Crystal Palace over 1.5, to be honest with you. Let's see the last 5 head to head. They've been able to cover this point five 3 out of 5 times. So, yeah. And then their last 5 games, they've covered this 4 out of 5 times. Yeah. So, I think that's the best idea here. I think it would be Crystal Palace over 1.5. And as far as the win, give me Crystal Palace. All right, on to the next game. I have Liverpool versus Southampton. Injuries: Liverpool 3 injured players, Southampton 5 injured players and questionable. Now you already know Southampton are in like the bottom of the table, literally at the bottom of the table. So, and then they're going against the number one team in the table. So, yeah, for Liverpool, they have not taken an L in the last 5. And as far as, I mean, come on, we already know, right? As far as the win here, I mean, Liverpool. Um, the last 5 head to head between these two teams, let's see, Liverpool has won 4 out of 5 times. The one time they didn't, Southampton were at home and they tied 4-4. But yeah, it seems like whenever they play, there's a bunch of goals. Let's see. The total points are at 4. I just don't know how I see them going over the league. Let's see, 1, 2. So it has gone over 4, 2 out of 5 times. I'm gonna say total points under 4 because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see Southampton making a goal here, even though they've covered this 4 out of 5 times. I just don't see it. It's too risky. I'm not saying they can't. They can. The 2 most recent games from Southampton, they have not been able to score. That's why it's a little on the difficult side for me to pick Southampton to score. But and they've only gotten 1 win in their last 5 games. So, for most recent L's. Um, but the reason why I say under 4 is because Liverpool, even though they have won, they have not been able to cover this. Their team total is sitting at 3.5. I don't. I mean, they can. I'm sure they'll be able to make 3, but 4, I don't know. Just because they haven't been able to do it, right? They won. They played against Wolverhampton, 2-1. They played against Aston Villa, 2-2. They played against Manchester City, 2-0. They played against Newcastle, 2-0. And they just recently played against PSG, 1-0. So as far as them covering this 3.5, I mean, like, they probably could cover this 3.5, but I don't think it'll go over 4. So give me total points under 4. And as far as the win, give me Liverpool to win. All right. On to the next game. We have Brentford versus Aston Villa. Brentford, our favorite. They are at home. The only problem is they got 7 injured players and 1 questionable. Aston Villa, 2 injured players and 2 questionable. And Aston Villa has only taken 1 L in their last 5 games. Brentford's in the same spot. 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 L. Um, this could be a tie. Let's see the last 5 head to head. Oh my God, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ties. 4 ties in their last 5 head to head. So basically, Brentford has not been able to beat Aston Villa Um, Aston Villa won 2-1. That one time it was not a tie. So um, actually, it was three ties. I apologize, three ties, and Aston Villa has won twice. So Brentford has not been able to beat Aston Villa. The last two times they played at home versus this team, one tie, one L. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna pick Aston Villa. I, for some reason, I feel like they are the better team here to win or a tie. This is gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna roll with Aston Villa. And as far as the total points sitting at three, it has gone over four, 108. I apologize, 3 out of 5 times. It has gone over this three. Most two most recent were, which was last year, it did go over three. So, but the last 5 games from Brentford, see, they've scored. Yeah, they've scored almost every game except for one. So 4 or 5 they scored minimum of 1 goal. Crystal Palace, they've scored minimum of, yeah, same one, but they've scored. So you'll see some goals here today, or yeah, on Saturday you'll see for sure some goals. I don't know if I want to pick over three. That's too risky. Um, I don't know how I feel about it going over three, because this could be a 2-1, but this also could be a 2-2. So I think the best outcome here would probably be Austin Villa to cover this 1.5. They're sitting at 1.5 in this. They covered this 1.5. They covered it 4 out of 5 times. So yeah, I think that's the best outcome here. Would probably be Aston Villa to cover this over 1.5. And as far as the win, give me Aston Villa. All right, guys, we're on the last game of the video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, please. That would help me out a lot. And if you guys want to see me predict the game, let me know, and I'll get it for you guys. Put it down in the comments too. Who do you guys think is gonna win out of these? I also have La Liga coming up next, so stay tuned for that video. All right, on to the last game of the video. We have Wolverhampton versus Everton. Wolverhampton are favorites, surprisingly, maybe because they're at home. Everton, they've only taken one L in their last 5 games, but they're really good at taking a draw too. They only got one win, one L, and 3 draws in the last 5. But going head to head versus Wolverhampton, the last 5 times, they've only tied once. Yeah, they've only tied once. So the chances of it being a tie here, highly unlikely. Let's see. Yeah, Wolverhampton have been able to beat Everton 3 times. One draw, and the most recent time Everton won 4-0, but this was last year. So yeah, as far as the win here, let me see. Injuries. Wolverhampton have 5 injured players and 1 player with the red card. Everton, 3 injured players and 2 questionable. Let's see, what would be the best prediction here for you guys? Everton sitting at 0.5. That seems like it could happen, but they've covered this between these two teams going at it. They've covered this 0.5 3 out of 5 times. Most recent they did. And as far as Everton's 5 most recent games, they've covered this 0.5 4 out of 5 times. 4 most recent they did. So it seems like Wolverhampton could score here. Let's see. Or Everton, my bad. Everton. Let's see. As far as Wolverhampton allowing their opponents to score, Yeah, they've allowed their opponents to score 3 out of 5 times. Two most recent, they did. So yeah, I think that's the best outcome here. Even if Wolverhampton do end up winning, I feel like Everton could score. So, and the total points sitting at 2. They've covered this 3 out of 5 times. So, um, I don't know if I see 3 goals here, but the two most recent times it has gone over 2. So, I think the best idea here would probably be Everton just score a goal, because even if they do tie, even if they end up 1-1, um, I feel like Everton could score here. So give me Everton to just score a goal. And as far as the one here, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Wolverhampton, but that's pushing it. Just because Wolverhampton, their two most recent games, they were else they took an L. I know they tied against Burnham, but the most recent game, but they ended up losing it because I think they went to penalties and they ended up taking an L there. But yeah, either way, they only got 2 wins and 3 Ls. So, I don't know. Everton could win this one. Nonetheless, I feel like the best prediction here would be for Wolverhampton just to score a goal. So, yeah, give me that. And as far as a win, I don't know. Uh, this one's difficult. I'll let you guys pick that one because I don't. It could be a draw, but yeah. All right, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. I hope you guys end up making money. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.